Hey guys, welcome back to Vintage Vibes. It's about 9:45 on Saturday night, and I'm finally back on here with my finished baby album. So I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of it. And so welcome back to my channel. Hello to all my new crafty friends and my crafty friends that's been with me from the beginning. And I'm so excited for all of you to be here tonight. So a little update on Jaden. He's doing really well with his little feet and from his little surgery he just had. We're clicking on with that. So, and I finally got my other beads in from Temu. Y'all, they're so pretty. And I think I may have linked these in my Temu video. Look how pretty those are. These are the colored ones I was telling y'all about. So you get like 20 or 30. I think there's 20. Those are really pretty. Yeah, go check that out. I really think I linked that. But they finally came today, y'all. Finally came today. I wanted to show y'all how pretty they were. Okay. Now, so let's talk about this baby album for a minute. It got really chunky monkey on me. It's a little bit too chunky monkey, but you could stand it up like that if you wanted to. And I'm gonna talk about some things and see what I think y'all want to, what y'all's opinion might be. If you think it's too chunky, yes, I should have made the spine bigger. Yes, I shouldn't have filled it up as much because that's what I do. I'm extra. I was always, and it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. But, and I'm like, I don't know if this thing's going to close or not. We're just going to have to make do and figure it out. So, I finally got done with it today. And if you're interested, the papers I used combined was the Sweet Baby Boy collection. And this is from Echo Park. I don't know if they sell this particular one anymore, but they have similar papers that are kind of still has the same layout and papers and different things, some of the similarities in it. So this is really, really pretty paper, and this is 2022 paper. And then I also used this kit, the Paper Studio kit. The has a name. Where's the little name? Little Safari. This is the one that was on the clearance stuff. So, it had all these little papers, and it was not nearly enough papers in this kit. But I did use some of the things, and I kind of combined them. And this was supposed to be a smaller baby album, but that didn't work out. But that's all right. And I used one of the little stickers out of this Paper Studio book that I had got on clearance. That kind of goes with that collection. So it's really cool. I had that in my stash. And I used this paper punch by We Are Memory Keepers. And I got to go back and cut some more of these to reinforce my insert pages. But I hadn't done that yet because I wanted to get on here and show y'all this. I was excited about it. But I put the cute little things on the front that was in this kit, y'all. These little things are already like that. Then it had these pretty little jimmies. So I just kind of popped them up on there and put the little jimmies. And this was a little saying in the little sticker sheet that came with it. And so I just kind of did it like that. There was another little saying. I thought that was so sweet. Put the little jimmies. Okay, and then I used that paper that come out of that kit. And I'm going to tell y'all, that paper is very thin. So when you work with it, don't get no glue or try to rub it hard, or because it could mess up on you. But it's really thin. But I put that on the side. And I put that Sweet Baby Boy sticker on the back. And I was going to do something else back there. Like I said, it rubbed it and it messed it up. And I was like, well, there goes that. So I didn't. But I put this pretty ribbon. And I think this was Dollar Tree ribbon. I think I had told y'all before what this is. And I don't even see... Let's see, do I even see that ribbon anymore? Yeah, it is. I think it's Dollar Tree, y'all. Yep, that's Dollar Tree ribbon. Yep, that one's Dollar Tree. And I know the other one I used in here was from Stampin' Up. It was gifted to me. So let's jump in and get started. So it's so pretty, y'all. It turned out really nice, but it's a little too thick for my taste right now, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. But anyway, so here's your inside page, inside cover page. Okay, and I made a cute little pocket here, and you can actually, and I don't know why I did not bring my little card back in here with me, because I was going to do that. I'll just use this one. It'll be fine, this little piece. But this is like some little glitter I had page, and I put that little sticker over it. And it's really cute, but you can put like a little note or something. I'm going to put something in this little pocket. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. Probably a little card or something, just so they can see that, hey, that is a pocket. You know, it'd be really cute to put a little tag or something in there. But I did a little 1 month here, and they can also use this as their new arrival page, or, you know, or put your hospital information or whatever you want to do. But I got room for stuff like that on the back of this card too. You can make a little journal, you know, and see, and they can stick that in there if they want to. It doesn't matter. I could put that in there, actually. It doesn't matter. And that was really cute. And then this is a photo mat, and they can put pictures and stuff on there. And this is a photo mat, and I put Fresh from Heaven. And I ended up having to use, y'all, after all of this time, when I had trouble with all that blue paper, I had to go back and get it. I still didn't have enough. When I went back and got another pack, I said, forget it. So this paper is from the Mint Hughes Recollection Collection, and it goes with it fine. And I didn't want to mix and match it, but I didn't have a choice. The other blue is Cape Cod, but this is Mint Hughes, so from that pack. So, but this made a pretty little card that they can journal on, put pictures. They can put pictures here. And then I made this little booklet. This is a little booklet that says Miracle, and it's just a little pop-up booklet. I put that little heart. So sweet. And I just kind of put this you know, over that like that. And then I put this little card here back in the little pocket, so that'll hold that down. And then this is going to be like a 2-month page. And then I left this open so they could put something back there. I slide a little picture in there if they wanted to. This could be their 2-month, like there. And then they can open it, and then they got a 3-month. So if y'all can see it. I hope all that's in the frame. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, and I'll put a magnet closure. So yeah, that. And then I made sure that I put, you know, left that open so they could put something behind the 3-month. Okay. And I put that little sticker. It says Tiny But Mighty. And then you pull out the insert, and that is your 4-month page. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the punch that I use. It's the Rear Memory Keepers. I got this off of Amazon a long time ago, probably a year or so ago. And this is my 4-month. And I put some magnets on this. And I just made like a little, you know, opened up thing where they'd have more room. They could put a little notes or journal or whatever, however they want to do it. They can add to it, put pictures, you know. And then when you flip it over on the back, you can put your journaling back here, see? So that was really cute to have that little sticker. Yeah, so this is gonna have to be reinforced because it's on 110 cardstock, but it's still, once you pull on it so much, it gets flimsy. So I'm just gonna take another piece and I'm gonna put it behind it, and I'm gonna add to it and make it sturdier. So, you know, that will work out good. And it just goes back in the insert for the 4-month. Turned out really cute, y'all. But it took a minute. It took a minute. And then there's the 5-month card, and I left it open. And then you flip it up. And I was going to put a pocket, but I decided not to. Because it's just getting so thick already. So this just kind of flips up. It's really pretty. And then across from that, you have your, and I always put stuff in the middle of my spine pieces because I don't like it to be white. I know, I told you I'm extra. Then you got this pretty one pocket that's got the 6 months for it. And it's got this little sweet teddy bear. And then it's got this photo mat also that matches. And it's got snips and snails and puppy dog tails. And there's enough room for, you know, journaling or picture or, you know, however they want to do it. And then you got this little pop-up little booklet. I put that little green heart on that one. And it says, congratulations. These are so sweet. And I had all this in the pockets, but it was kind of thick. So I thought, well, let's just do it this way. Let's just do it this way. Yeah, and normally I probably would have done the 6 month this way and put that in the pocket. But I it was like backwards this time. I don't know. I wasn't really, you know, giving it a whole lot of thought. But this was kind of a happenstance because I was going to use some smaller stickers. And I found I had those. And I thought, well, let's just do it that way because I like it a lot better. So that's the 6 month. And then you got another insert you pull out for your 7th month. Look how sweet that little turtle is. It's a sweet little boy. And it's magnets that holds it on. And then you got that inside. And then you turn it and you got these sweet little turtles here. And you got room to, like I said, to do photos or a journal for your 7th month. And you stick it in there. And I'm going to have to fix that because that is not going to last, y'all. Look how flimsy that is. I'll fix that. I'll have to reinforce that. And then you got your 8th month. And this is like your little accordion booklet. And we're going to turn it this way so you can see it. And you just pull this down like this. And it's got 1, 2, 3. Well, not counting. Can't really use that one. But 1, 2. And then you pull it up the other way on the back. And then you got 4 more sections for photos or journaling. That pretty? That's so sweet. I just love those. I love the accordion booklets. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but we've been getting some thunderstorms here lately. Yeah, and this is the trim that I got from Stampin' Up. I thought this was so sweet. Kind of reminds me of a giraffe. I don't know why, a straw or a giraffe or something. It's so cute. Okay, so that's for your 8th month. And then you got your 9-month side. Got this side pocket. And this is my little card for that. And I could have stuck that there. And I still could go back. And I still could, like, maybe adhere that to there. But then you would take away from that. So that's why I kind of didn't do that. I kind of wanted to leave it so they could journal on the back of that. So you could do it that way technically. But, you know. But here's the little booklet that says Little Man. It's got a little green heart. It's really cute. Sweet baby boy. And then here is this photo mat. And I just love that little caterpillar. He's so cute. So that's really precious. And it goes back in there. Yep. That's really cute, cute, cute. So we put those two back in there. And then this is your 10-month pull out of the insert. And it's got this little paper on the inside. And this is your little back piece. Got that cute little sheep, little lamb on it. So sweet. Yep. And then put it back in there. Yeah, I should have made my thing bigger, but I just, you know, kept growing. Now here is my 11th month, and we're going to talk about this in a minute. Okay, so this is my waterfall that I put in here. I probably put too many pages. That's part of the problem, is thick. But this is 11th month. Okay, why did I feel something sticking? Uh-oh, we need to fix that before we get in trouble, y'all. We need to fix that. I felt a piece of glue. Yeah, these things are amazing. See, that got rid of that sticky glue. If you get a piece of glue on something, these little things, that is what they're good for. And you don't have to worry about now your stuff sticking. Okay, so these are what I come up with. And I got these pretty little things in between. And you got this color and this little band. It's just so precious. I just love it. So sweet. And then you got this one. Yep. So lots of room for photos and things. Now, and then we got the 12 months or the year, 1 year old side. And I normally do this for bigger albums, but I couldn't help myself, y'all. I couldn't help myself. And then you got the 1 year. So sweet. It's so cute. And then you got this one that says a little boy, because he's gotten to be a little boy by now. Little toddler, little boy, 1 year old. Says handsome. And then you got this photo mat that says precious little boy. These are so sweet. I just love making these. They're time consuming, but I love making them. But now listen, now tell me, now let me tell y'all something else before we talk about this eyesore. It's not really an eyesore, but it's thick. Okay, I had these I had made to go in here, but they will not fit. But I'm going to show them to you anyway. They're going in my next baby album. They're going in my next boy one I make. But, and that's why I hadn't added nothing to them, stickers. Because I was going to, and I love to put extra things and things, but it's not fitting. It's not fitting. It's not fitting. And it's so sweet. And I hate that. But it's all right. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes we don't always, you know, sometimes I overthink. You know, I say we, but I overthink things. Now, here's a solution. If I wanted to, and I don't know, tell me what you think in the comments. It's pretty thick. However, it could be like a little pretty stand-up album on like a table or their shelf. That kind of solves that problem. You don't really have to worry about that being so thick. Tell me what y'all think. Or I could go back and remove this whole waterfall piece, take it off and repair this page and just make like a pocket page or something. But I really don't want to do that. But I am going to go back and reinforce this. I think it will be fine. I just am upset because I didn't make this wider. But that happens sometimes when we're crafting and we don't kind of think. Like I did do a 1/2 inch gussets, but still it wasn't big enough. Still wasn't wide enough. I think if I'd have thought this far ahead, I would have made my spine a bigger. And I would have you know, made it more room between so this wouldn't be looking as bulky. That's the thing, but you can't go back and fix it because it's already together. And I'm not gonna do that. So either I can take this off. Tell me what y'all think. Would you take it off, or would you just leave it? Let me know in the comment section below, because it is doable. You can rip this up and it won't hurt it to this point, and I could reuse this if I had to again somewhere else. But it's so cute. I just hate to not let somebody enjoy it, and I think it will be fine even if it's thick. So the one thing I'm going to go back and do is reinforce my things, and you know, we're going to do that. But, you know, I'm not going to put too much worry into it. So, but anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this walkthrough of this baby album. And tell me what you think. And anyway, but I pray that you all have a awesome Father's Day tomorrow. Me and my hubby both have lost our daddies. But we know that they're in heaven. We don't have to worry about them. But it's really sad. It's hard. Sometimes life is hard. We all know that. But, you know, but God, you know, gifted us with many, many years with them, and all the daddies that I had throughout my life. And he always puts other daddies in your life through other forms of people. You know, and the mamas and different things. So, but with that being said, I even celebrate Father's Day if you have, you know, sons that have children, or, you know, or just your children's daddies if they're not here no more. But it's still a time to celebrate and reflect and remember, and especially our Father that's in heaven, our precious Heavenly Father. You know, we always have God to go to too. So he is our heavenly, he is our Father, he's our creator, and I'm just, you know, can't praise him enough, you know. So so I'm just going to leave y'all with that, and I pray y'all have a nice day tomorrow, a nice weekend. And I have a little Echo Park haul. I got a couple pads of paper. Not many things, but I'll get back on here in a day or two and do that. I'm fixing to be going out of town next week to go see my sister that lives in Arkansas. So I'm probably going to do that before I leave. And then I'll be probably another week or so before I get back on, because we'll be gone for about 5 days. So, but anyway, I pray you have a good night. And I love you all so much. Thanks for coming to my channel, hanging out with me. Please push the like and subscribe button if you want to subscribe to my channel. Push the little bell to see all of my videos. And I just enjoy you all being here so much. And it makes my heart happy. And I pray that I'm an inspiration to you all. And that, you know, that I'm putting content out that you enjoy, and different things. So hopefully I try to think about things that I like to do and I like to enjoy and like to share it with other people. That's what I want my channel to be about. If you see something I've made, you feel free to copy it. I do not care. I don't care. So you're welcome to make it any way you want to make it. You're welcome to do it exactly like I made it. I do not care. That don't bother me. And I give credit where credit's due. If I got inspired by somebody's channel and I say, hey, I got this idea from this channel, and I will let you know that too. So that's how we roll. We have to help each other out. So I pray you have a good night. I'm rattled enough, rambled on. Rattled. I'm rattled all right, y'all. I'm rattled. And if you look right here really fast, I had to put this leaf, it was in the kit under his little booty, because it just like he was sitting floating in there, and I thought, well, he needed something to sit on. So anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Okay, I love y'all. Good night, but God loves you more. See you soon. Bye.